If you're looking for a solid treatment plan to help you combat your long COVID brain fog, today I'm going to share with you 2 specific supplements that have a combination of herbals and some heavily clinically researched benefits to both your mental acuity as well as your cognitive function. So if you're sitting here watching this video feeling like your brain is not yours anymore and it's kind of wandered off your body and you're left feeling mentally fatigued, mentally exhausted, you might also be noticing assorted neurological changes. This video is going to greatly and most importantly positively impact your overall brain and cognitive wellness. Let's get kicked off with today's long COVID brain fog focused video. Welcome back, friends. I'm Dr. Melissa Gallagher. I'm a naturopathic physician, and I'm the creator of the Conquering Long COVID Masterclass. I'll post a link for that class down below where you can get lifetime enrollment and access to a very in-depth tutorial and masterclass that digs into not just brain fog, but a whole assortment of other long COVID symptoms. Specifically today, I want to address a common complaint that I hear from my patients who are recovering from a post-COVID infection. Brain fog is one of the most common complaints that patients experience. Some of the common complaints are going to be a headache, feeling mental fatigue, mental acuity, recall, memory is imbalanced, and even we will see focus. Some patients are noticing that they have ADD or ADHD tendencies, or OCD is really kind of ramping up. And most importantly, patients are presenting with blood-brain barrier breakdown. And that is a byproduct of the COVID infection. If you had COVID and you noticed the loss of taste and smell, the likelihood is that your blood-brain barrier has had some breakdown. Part of that neurological impact, the effect that we have on our brain during a COVID infection, is because of the epithelial lining that lines and protects our blood-brain barrier. It gets compromised. In fact, every epithelial lining within your body gets compromised and is going to be impacted by a COVID infection. So today I want to share with you 2 powerful resources that I recommend to my patients that can address the neurological neurocell, the glial cell changes, as well as the compromised brain state. This is crazy. The latest research in long COVID is showing that the brain of long COVID, post-COVID infected brains are actually shrinking in size, and the weight of them has changed. That is very serious. And one of the things we need to do is to both target the inflammation inside your brain, and we need to trigger neuron repair, neural repair. So without further ado, I want to dig into my first recommendation. Number 1 is using Neurologics. Neurologics is a powerful nootropic. You may or may not be familiar with the term nootropics, but nootropics are specifically supplements that can pass through the blood-brain barrier and support and amplify both the turnover of neural cells as well as support the reduction of inflammation and power up the cells of your brain. That is exactly what you need in a post-COVID brain. And many patients do notice significant differences with the Neurologics. Neurologics has several different compounds in it, and they have been each individually assessed in terms of the capacity to improve your cognitive function and support your overall brain health, as well as enhance your mood and mental capacity. One of the things that I hear very frequently with patients is they feel either depressed or extremely anxious after their COVID infection. The compounds in the Neurologics, specifically the saffron that we find here in Neurologics, will greatly improve that state. The other powerful nutrient that I love in the Neurologics is acetylcholine. That specifically has been researched to help support cognitive function. There's a lot of improvement that we see in cases of aging brains, but also in the post-COVID brain. So if you are looking to support, especially your frontal lobe, we actually see that acetylcholine can increase your ATP production. That's a metabolic energizer for your brain. And the final nootropic nutrient that is in Neurologics is a form of a spearmint. This specific Mentha spada, I think I said that right. This actually has been proven to be highly beneficial in enhancing brain focus. One of the compounds that we find in this special spearmint is a compound called rosmarinic. Rosmarinic in studies has shown to actually help improve mental acuity as well as recall and focus of the brain. So those are really powerful in this one potent supplement. The other supplement gets billed as a focus nutrient. This similarly is a nootropic. This happens to be in a powder form. I use this every day. You can see that. It's a little brown powder. Oh, it's so fantastic. You can put this in baked goods. You can sprinkle it over yogurt, add it to a smoothie, even mix it in with teas. It blends up very well. But in this particular powder, you're going to find bacopa, which is a really powerful nootropic. It's going to enhance the anti-inflammatory effect that we want to seek in lowering your inflammation levels of your brain. It also has rhodiola, which is a fantastic nootropic adaptogen. This is an herb I talk about frequently, so if you're a regular follower of mine, I'm a broken record here. I love rhodiola. It's been heavily researched, and one of the things that rhodiola does is it helps improve not just your physical capacity, but also your mental capacity. So this is great for all ages, but especially in that long COVID post-brain healing, we really need to concentrate on rhodiola as well. The last and final super nutrient is a functional mushroom. Hands down, this is by far the best brain-related functional mushroom. It's called lion's mane. Lion's mane has massive amounts of research. We know that one of the things it can do is it can trigger the nerve growth factor, NGF. We need your NGF to turn on. We need to grow new neurons, and we need to do that quickly, especially if you are dealing with some of the other autonomic dysfunction, which comes with a long COVID infection. And all of these are going to greatly improve brain fog, but there's a deeper purpose here. And the ultimate purpose is to help heal your inflamed brain. And that is, frankly, what happens after a COVID infection. COVID, depending on the severity, even for my asymptomatic cases. I have patients who say, I didn't even know I had it. I was going out of town for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and I tested positive. And then 3 months later, boom, the symptoms came on. In those cases, regardless of severity, these two compounds, the Neurologics and this focus from Sigmatic, these are powerful. So I'm excited to recommend these. If you need a little bit more oomph, or you want to check out my master classes, I'll post a link down below. A few months ago, I created my Biohacking Your Brain masterclass. This digs way into the deep recesses of brain health, brain support, and really does help quite a bit of my long COVID brain neurological cases. So definitely consider taking both of the classes, the Conquering Long COVID and my Biohacking Your Brain masterclass. Those are a great complement. I'll make sure I post a link down below. And for those of you who are interested in winning one of the masterclasses, make sure you comment in the comment box below, and I'll be choosing one lucky comment winner to win both of those classes together. So make sure you hit that comment box below and check out the description where you can grab links for these products. And if you purchase them from my full script store, your first order is 20% off, which is awesome, and will qualify for free shipping. We ship in 2 to 3 days. So I'm excited for you to try these two resources out. Without a doubt, from the clinical research on the individual compounds and these collectively, they will help improve the state of your brain fog, and it'll be in the rearview mirror sooner than later. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you check out my long COVID playlist here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're a new consumer of our content here, because I will be posting a video shortly about how to tackle long COVID fatigue. You'll not want to miss that, as well as a whole assortment of other health-related topics and content that can help you improve your health to stay optimized and live your best life. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on our next video.